everybody, it's Kelsee Brianna J here with a get ready with me using new products. All of these products are super new and I wanted to play with them on camera and create this beautiful look. So let's go ahead and jump into the key products from this video. I definitely used more than what I'm going to showcase, and I will have all makeup details listed down below as per usual. So the first new launch that I'm playing with is a launch by Sydney Grace, and I keep my eyeshadows in this little Tarte magnetized eyeshadow palette. And these are all of the new eyeshadows, extremely gorgeous colors. And this is the new summer launch. There are 10 new colors. There's a mix of mattes and shimmers. The matte eyeshadows are $5 and the shimmer eyeshadows are $6. I'm gonna go ahead and insert swatches of these, but all of these are absolutely gorgeous. The next thing that I am trying is this Farsali Glow Mist. This is the Rose Gold Skin Mist, and it is infused with 24 karat gold flecks. And it says that this is a 4-in-1 wonder for all skin types. It is infused with gold flakes and rose hip seed oil for a hydrating alcohol-free mist. So I have another 24 karat product. So this is all about the gold today, right? This is the Tom Ford 24 karat lip blush. This is very luxurious looking and feeling. This retails for $55. And the description says that it is a gold flexed moisturizing lipstick balm that applies on clear and instantly transforms into a sultry pink stain. I'm also going to be using one of the Buxom Waderlust Primer-Infused blushes, and I have the color Mykonos. So here's the color. It says that this is a silky primer-infused powder blush that locks in luminous true color for up to 12-hour wear. Next, I have the Natasha Denona Mini Bronze and Cheek Glow Duo. It is very small, like the name states. As you guys can see, it fits in the palm of my hands, and this has 4 grams of products in here. So this one says that it is a duo of Natasha's iconic Glow Extreme from the Diamond and Blush palette and her classic blush in a brand new bronze shade. So this one is new. She came out with a few others, and I'm testing out the Jouer Soft Focused Hydrate Plus Set Powder, and I have mine in the color tan/bronze. Here's the actual compact. This retails for $30, and there are 6 different colors of this powder, and it says that this is a silky pressed powder that hydrates for comfortable wear and diffuses the look of imperfections for a flawless demi-matte finish. So some of the ingredients that this powder have in it are hyaluronic acid, which binds and holds onto moisture to naturally hydrate skin, allantoin, which softens and promotes healthy looking skin, and vitamin E, which provides antioxidant benefits, helps promote healthy looking skin, and acts as a natural skin conditioner. And lastly, I am testing out the new Tom Ford concealer. This one is the Emotionproof concealer. This one retails for $55, and I have the color 9.0. And it says that this is a full coverage waterproof concealer with a naturally radiant finish. And it says that this creates full coverage camera ready complexion with waterproof wear. It's perfect for hiding dark circles and noticeable imperfections. The comfortable and drama free formula is extremely long wearing and even helps cover tattoos while maintaining a naturally radiant finish. Big claims on that one, so I'll definitely be putting that one to the test, as well as the other products that I just overviewed with you guys. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm excited to be testing out these products with you guys, and make sure you stay tuned until the end, and I will tell you guys my individual thoughts on all of these products. I already have on my foundation, which is the Too Faced Born This Way. Under that, I use the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I just went ahead and did that simply because those aren't new products. Plus, I already did my brows using my typical Anastasia Brow Wiz. So, now let's move on into trying the new products. I'm going to do my eyes first. I use the Tarte Shape Tape as my eyeshadow base. For my eyes, let's dig into these eyeshadows. So, I'm going to first take a BOM44 by the brand Royal & Langnickel in the color Meadow. And making sure to tap off that brush to get rid of any excess. I'm going to take this in my crease, and this is going to be our transition color today. We are switching it all the way up and giving you pops of color for the spring. I'm just gonna go in with this color and build it up. This color is beautiful. I love it. It's like a grass green. It's very springy. It's giving me Easter egg vibes. I love it. It's very pigmented, easily blendable. And then this brush is very fluffy. It's going to allow us to get that blown out effect. So once you have that blended out as well as you possibly can, I mean really diffused, now let's move on to the lid. I'm going to take a flat shader brush. This is another Royal and Langnickel brush. This is the BOM 416 brush, and I'm gonna pick up a bit of this beautiful teal shade. This one is called Poolside. Super pigmented, but I'm still gonna make sure to top off my brush, and I am going to apply this on the very outer corner. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And then I'm going to blend it up towards the crease. So this doesn't take much at all because it's super pigmented, but I am just going to apply this on the very outer corner, blend it up towards the crease, and we're done with it. I don't have to spend a lot of time packing it on. I'm just going to make sure that my edge is blended out on the side, but other than that, this color is opaque. It did not take a lot of effort. I'm going to go in with the same brush and take the color Take the Time. And I'm going to apply that very carefully right here on the lid and then blend it over to that outer corner color. And I'm going to apply it carefully just because I don't want to overwhelm the look with this color. I want it to just be on this lid in this specific area. I'm applying it in a rounded motion and packing it on. And then I'm bringing it up towards the crease just to make sure that it blends with the crease. And then I'm bringing it over to this outer corner color and tapping the edge of that color just to make sure that this blends. But I don't want to cover up too much of that teal color. So it's all about balance. The color is beautiful. So I'm just going to lightly build it up because these colors are very pigmented. Like I said, you don't have to do a lot to get it to be opaque and to get that color to show up and deliver, honey. That looks absolutely beautiful. It reminds me of like Nickelodeon or something from my childhood. So I am here for this color combination. In typical Kelsee fashion, I like to clean up under my eye and then go back and do my liner, lashes, and then the lower lash line. So because I'm not new to this and I'm true to this, that's what I'm going to do. So I have the Tom Ford Emotionproof concealer. This says shade number 9 Sienna, but this looks like light, and it is. So I don't know whose number 9 this is because this is giving me very strong 4.5 vibes. I like the applicator though. I'm gonna have to even it out. This feels very lightweight, so I'm gonna see how this blends out and see if I can make it work with my skin tone. I'm just using my Kelsee sponge. I mean, it's blending out pretty decently. It feels and looks to be pretty light coverage. All this did was just highlight. Like, this has not covered a thing. I still see every single freckle. It just looks like a light, thin veil of concealer. I'm gonna go back in with some more. I'm hoping to get medium coverage. Let me go in with a brush because I can't afford for any of this to be sucked up into a sponge. So I'm just going to press this in attempt to get more coverage. And then, okay. I'm going to go ahead and set it. I'm going to use a powder that I'm familiar with. This is the Huda Beauty powder in the color Banana Bread. And I am going to set this very carefully because press too hard, you might not have anything left. So I am going to bake this just to add on to the coverage, and then I'm going to do my liner and lashes, and I'll be right back. I think that bake absolutely saved my under eye. It gave a little bit more coverage where I really didn't have any, and it kind of just set and smoothed everything. So I'm happy and grateful for that. Before it was the struggle. So now let's go back to the eyes and finish them. I want an inner tear duct highlight, of course. Royal and Langnickel BOM 420. I'm going to take this color Seize the Day. It's electrifying. Like, I accidentally touched that color and I was like, woo! I am going to pop this just very lightly on the inner corner. Not a whole lot, just because I don't want to get it everywhere. I don't want to get it on my lashes. I just want it to be like that nice pop. And that is so beautiful. Literally, you can just tap it and it's going to show up. I want to take this same color on the lower inner corner. Same brush, slightly wiped off. And I'm going to take the color Keep It Fun. Let's pop this right in the middle, smudge it out. And then let's go back to Poolside. And right on this very outer corner, I'm going to lightly apply this and wrap it around so it connects with the top. This look is so beautiful and tropical. I love it. So I'm just going to do a little bit of eyeliner on my inner rim and some lower lash line mascara. So for my next trick, I need to take off my earrings because I'm about to powder my face for real. So I'm going to go in and ruin my design of this new Jouer powder. And I'm going to take my La Mer, the powder brush, and let's see how this goes. So I'm going to do one side of my face so you guys can see the set side against the unset side of my face. The Jouer definitely is smooth. I will say that. It's very silky on the skin. It darkens me up though. This one is tan/bronze. It is okay because going into summer, it's going to match a little bit better. I am feeling the way that my complexion looks right now, so I'm scared to go in with this bronzing glow. I hope that it looks just as good and my makeup still is popping, but let's do it. Royal and Langnickel BOM 38, and this one is a very small like pointer brush, and you're gonna need a small brush to fit into this pan. If you try to use a big brush like this, like the brush is bigger than the pan. We need one that's small to accommodate. I'm gonna go into the bronzer side first with this brush and see if it works out. Okay. It's just giving it to me slowly. Warm toned bronzer. It's almost my same skin tone, maybe a shade darker, and because it's warm, it's showing up, and I think that's why, because you can see the side that's bronzed versus the unbronzed side. It shows up, it's natural, but I will say if you're lighter than me, it's going to show up better. I think this bronzer is best suited for those of you all who are in the complexion range of MAC NC35 to about a MAC NC40. This is going to show up the best on you. I'm about a MAC NC42 to NC43 depending on the time of year, and it shows up on me as you guys can see, but it's just not very pronounced. So if you want a light bronzer, then here you go. But if you want something that's more intense, this is not really going to give it to you. I've built it up, and this is about as good as it's going to get. So let's use the highlight side. Again, small brush for small products. Another Royal and Langnickel brush. This is the BOM 265. And I'm going to go in with this color. Let's highlight. Not really giving me a whole lot. It's like just a sheer dusting of the highlight. Let me see something. I'm just going to spray it with the Anastasia Dewy Set. Bump it up. That looks a little bit more. You need to spray it to intensify it, to really get it to show up. I am really taking my time to build up this highlight because I feel like being highlighted today. I'm just going in with several layers of it just because I want my cheekbones to be glowing for spring. Then I'm wrapping it around here. Being careful with my placement. So now I'm going to pop on my blush. This one is in the color Mykonos, and I'm going to take that same brush, the BOM 38. Just going to pop some of that product on this brush and then lightly, because I already know. So I'm just going to give that a little swirl on my cheeks. Super nice formula. Before I do my lips, I want to go ahead and spray my face. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. So I'm going to apply my Tom Ford lip blush, and I really don't want to mess it up because it's so pretty. I'll just keep this just to look at it. I don't want to use it, but I will for the video. Okay. It feels smooth. It doesn't smell like anything. It definitely turned pink. Like 100% is pink. It's like a clear pinkish balm because you can see the pink once you rub it on the lip bullet is no longer strictly clear. It's definitely turned more pink as I've let it sit. As the seconds go by, it's getting pinker and pinker, which I'm not mad at. You'll probably have to reapply this about every hour or so just to keep it fresh on the lips. And it feels good to apply. On the lips, it has a bit of a moisturizing property to it. Has a little bit of a buffer. It feels nice. So here's the final look with all of my new products that I tested. What you think? Let's recap everything. Let's start off with Sydney Grace eyeshadows. These shadows are so well made. The formulation is beautiful. They are very blendable, highly pigmented. unique colors. Like, this is what we have been needing for the longest. I feel like there's been a big gap in the beauty industry where we need colors that are different. I feel like a lot of companies make the same thing over and over and over, where Sydney Grace is going to come through and give us something a little bit different, because these colors are unique, they're beautiful, they're pigmented, and they're just dope. So thank you again to them for sending me these. This Farsali spray, I really like this spray. I feel like it gives you a really beautiful balance between glowy but not oily. I want to look hydrated, I want to look refreshed, I just want to look springy, I want my skin to look happy. And I feel like this spray gives me that effect without it looking like, oh my gosh, it looks like you just poured baby oil all over yourself. I don't like that. This is like that perfect balance. Plus the scent is very refreshing. It smells very citrusy, just like the spring. This Tom Ford concealer, it definitely did not live up to the claims. It says that it would cover up tattoos. I don't know how this is going to cover up tattoos because it barely covered up my dark circles. The coverage is absolutely not there. I think that this is a light to medium coverage at best, and that's with building it up. As you guys saw in the demonstration, it took a while for me to get the amount of coverage that you see here. Granted, I think that it looks nice now. It definitely took a minute to get there though. And I feel like tattoo cover up is such a long stretch. This is a very drying concealer, and I can attribute that to being waterproof. Typically, waterproof concealers or any waterproof products in general are going to be drying because it's made to set. I'm not really shocked about that aspect. I'm just shocked about how little coverage I got, especially from a concealer that claims to be full coverage and to be able to cover tattoos. I mean, I suppose you can cover a tattoo with this concealer, but you'll probably use up the entire bottle trying to do so. Plus, this is 9.0, and this color is extremely light. There's not a wide range of colors in this launch. The darkest that I feel like is going to be able to wear this concealer is probably a MAC NC50. In Tom Ford's other concealer, I wear 9.0, and it's a really beautiful match. But this one is just not giving me that same color. This one is definitely much lighter and much more yellow. This Buxom blush, beautiful. Smooth formula. I love the way it smells. I love the color payoff, and I just think that they're really pretty and fresh and just glowy. And I just love smelling it. It smells like coconuts. The Bronze and Glow by Natasha Denona. I'm not mad at it. I feel like it did a decent job. I feel like the bronzer is a little bit warmer than I typically use. The highlight, it looks nice once I built it up. Like, it's really pretty, but I don't necessarily feel like I needed to have this. It's so tiny. It's good for travel, but other than that, it's not something that I'm going to say is a must-have. And plus, it's not going to work for a lot of people at all. This product is exclusively for people who are in the medium light category. If you're very fair in complexion, this is going to look red. If you're deeper than me, it's not going to show up. So it's very specific with who can use it, but the formulation of the powders is nice. This Tom Ford lip products. Now, I'm going to say this. I like it, but not to actually use it. And I know you're like, girl, what? So I'm going to give you two different points of views. Let me give you the point of view of somebody who is buying this to actually use it. I think that this product is not all that. It's not something that you absolutely need to have. I feel like you could get the same effect from a cheaper lip balm, a lip balm that's going to give you a little bit more moisturizing properties, a lip balm that's going to be a little bit more soothing on the lips, and something that's a little bit thicker and it's going to be more long lasting. Now, I'm coming from the point of view of somebody who collects Tom Ford makeup, and I like stuff like this because it looks cool. I like it. I'm going to keep it as a novelty. I'm probably not going to use it just because it doesn't really give me much on the lips. That little pink color is cute, but if I weren't doing this video, I probably would have never touched this. This is something that I would like to display just because the packaging of this is beautiful. The gold flakes in here are beautiful. The overall concept of this is just super cool. I love how it has 24 karat gold suspended in here. You know, Tom Ford is one of my favorite brands, so it looks super luxe. It looks expensive. So I'm here for it. It's beautiful, but do I actually want to use it? No. Do I feel like I'm going to reach for it to use it? No. If that does not make sense for you to buy something just to look at it, then don't do it. I've really gotten better about doing that, but I'm not going to say that I'm above it because I am a makeup collector as well as a makeup artist as well as a beauty influencer. So I buy makeup for different reasons. This one falls into that makeup collector reason, and I'm going to keep it because it's pretty. That's all I got. And the last thing is this Jouer powder, which I adore. This powder is nice. It is very luxe. I love the packaging of it. I love the design embossed in the powder. I love the effect of the powder. Super smooth. I will say I think that my powder is just a little bit too dark, but like I said, summertime is right around the corner. This powder is going to match better because it's just like maybe a half a shade too dark. And under my lights, this powder looks like it's the exact same match, but outside it's going to look a little bit different. But I think this powder is absolutely beautiful. Like, it is gorgeous. It smoothed out my skin and it gave me a very beautiful airbrushed flawless effect. So I think that Jouer did an amazing job with it. So now I want to see them extend the color range and come out with more in between shades as well as darker shades, but the powder formulation is bomb. Those are all the key products from this video. Let me know what your favorites were down in the comments section, and I look forward to reading you guys' comments. As per usual, I will catch you all in my very next video, which will be super soon. Smooches. Bye.